Shalom, friends of the Harlem of Israel. In the last day, we have riots all over Israel. I will give you some quick updates about the situation. Um, it's already a few days that in Jerusalem, riots all over. Arab terrorists are throwing stones, Molotov cocktails on homes, on citizens, women and men. Some TikTok movies, how young Arabs are treating bad Jews, giving kicks to an innocent Jew who is sitting in the train, attacking and ambushing a couple, and so on and so on. If you will hear that it's because Israel is taking the homes in Sheikh Jarrah, so the situation over there is that there are a lot of homes, Jewish homes, that the Arabs just took without any permission and went inside and lived there. And the other cases are cases that people bought property from their owner, and for years they are trying to prevent the Jewish owners to go in. And a judge after a judge, until a court after a court, it was decided that it's of course belong to the Jews over there. And those brave families came into those homes in Jerusalem, in the capital of Israel. And this is the law, this is the moral values, and of course it's not a reason to start violence and riots, except you are from the radical Islam trying to and want to kill Jewish people and everybody else who don't think like yourself. So this is the main thing. It's a divine war between good and bad. We are seeing now how what we said all the years, that Israeli Arabs, not all of them, but a lot of them are not loyal to the states of Israel. And they are starting also riots. We had in Lod, in Ramle, next to Tel Aviv, riots, synagogues were burned, holy books, Torah scroll who were thrown to the burn and thrown to the floor, and a lot of citizens of Israel who are afraid to walk in the street. It's anarchy, it's craziness. Yesterday we had, after a few days in the Temple Mount, the Ramadan is supposed to be a holiday of inner and good behavior and reconnecting to yourself and to God, started to be a place when young Arabs, it's not all the Arabs, I have to say that, the majority, I hope and believe that they want to live in peace and to be good people, but those young guys who are very influenced by the radical Islam. We also had a terror attack here next to us, next to Esh Kodesh, from Turmus Aya, one of the richest villages in the area. Those of you who came to visit, and I'm sure I show you this place, rich Arab village, when a 40 years old, a 44 years old rich Arab who went to the States for a few years, I guess he learned radical Islam theory over there, theology, and came back and did a terror attack in the Tapuach Junction, where a young man, 3 young boys were hit severely, and Yuda was also killed. So, and this is here from Tumusaya. We have in all around the villages here attacking us, setting fire. It's very hot, so they are setting fire in the fields. A lot of damage to cars, to agriculture. In the last days in the Temple Mount, the Arabs, Israel allowed them to go in to the Temple Mount, to allow them the freedom of prayer and movement, and they use it to put thousands of stones inside the mosque, and to prepare everything to attack Israel. And when Israel is coming in and defend herself after they throw stones on policemen, stones and Molotov cocktails all over, and also stones on the people who pray in the Western Wall. So the police was forced to go in, and now they say, oh, you come in inside in the middle of the holiday to the holy place. Of course, this is not the truth. And in the other hand, the Jewish people are not allowed to go in, and we were stuck for hours in the trying to go for a short tour in the Temple Mount. It was not allowed because of the situation. For the first time in 30 years, they didn't allow us to march. You know, I am involved in the march of the Rikud Galim, the march of the flags of Jerusalem Day within our constitution by law. And for the first time in 30 years, the government didn't allow us to march into the old city in the Muslim quarter and all the other quarters over there. So it's a big, we show that we are weak, and this is how the Hamas and all the radical Islam is raising their head and doing damage to all the nations and all the culture here in Israel, for the Muslim and the Christians and the Jews here. It's a huge damage, and we hope this situation will change. So this one of the records was yesterday when in the middle of this Jerusalem Day, in the middle of the march, the siren was on in Jerusalem with bombs and missiles from Gaza. More than 100 missiles yesterday were shot on Ashkelon, Ashdod, Jerusalem, and different, and of course all the south. All the night we have riots. People who react and shoot and rescue their life are immediately arrested. So we have a lot of work also in court to help to release them. Myself, I was involved in a lynch, in a terror attack against myself and others. I was able to rescue myself with I shoot in the air, and all the 50 terrorists just run away, and I was able to rescue all the people over there. Baruch Hashem. Yesterday night I'm coming back after a lot of interviews to the news channels, late with two of my daughters, and a Molotov cocktails were thrown on my car a few minutes before I arrive home. So this is the situation. This is my update. I don't have. I will put for some pictures. I invite you to join our YouTube channel, that I will be able to do also live shows. It's really much easier. I need to arrive to 1,000 subscribers. We are new on it. We need more, 200, I think. So please join me and share it. Please try to share this video to people who love Israel and are interested. And in the meantime, we need a lot of prayers, and hopefully redemption is coming. The time is not easy. It's not going to be easier as I see it. The solution is not simple, and it's involving a lot of to think else, to think completely else, to go into an inner dimension and to the divine dimension and the biblical dimension, because without the Bible there is no right, and there is no any reason to what we are doing here. So Bezat Hashem, we will join together with prayer. Please join us in WhatsApp. And be active with us, partner with us. We did also a beautiful thing. Let's finish with a good deed. We opened next to the terror attack in the Tapuach Junction. We opened a new place called Evyatar. Thousands of people came to visit us. We built small homes during the night. We have now more than 15 homes over there. More than 20 families who have been there Shabbat. We hope that the government will not demolish it, and will allow us to put our roots stronger and stronger in the heartland of Israel, as our enemies are trying to demolish us and outroot us. This is our answer, one of our answers, and we need to stay there. And hopefully, thank you also for your support of many of you who help us to do so. If you have any question, please, you can write in the comment here, and we will try to do more videos like this. All the best. God bless you. From the heartland of Israel.